With the move to first-party data, we are now in the age of CRM marketing. How do you use your own customer database to drive the perfect journey from when somebody first sees your brand until they become a customer, until they buy more products, until you lose them as a customer and get them back into the system? And how do you integrate everything together from all the different digital marketing touch points that you have, as well as qualified leads, score leads, and do things like that? Hi everybody, I'm John Lincoln with Ignite Visibility, and today I'm going to talk to you about how to foundationally think about structuring your CRM marketing program based off of tremendous success that we've had here at Ignite Visibility. So in this video, I'm going to give you a top-level view of this topic. Let's dive into it. So when you're first starting to think about CRM-based marketing, in your first couple of months, you want to think about your overall goals and how you're going to apply that to all this technology that you're going to be bringing in. You want to map out the setup, have a discovery session, lay out the overall strategy, and then also take the time to think about integration between all the different things you're going to be using. When you're able to set your overall goals, the overall strategy, and then map together all the technology in a diagram that makes sense for everybody in the organization, that's a fantastic start. Another really important component of those first couple months is thinking about how you want to organize your database, as well as how you want to organize all your different marketing channels. Think of yourself as an architect. Common ways to organize customers are entry point into the website. Did they come through a pop-up, an event, a contact form? What step were they in the contact form? Was it the first step or the full funnel contact form? What did they enter inside of the contact form? Did they put in a budget? Was there an indication of buying? All of these things can help you determine what is considered a lead, a marketing qualified lead, or next, a sales qualified lead. A sales qualified lead would be somebody your sales team would determine is a good prospect. Now, obviously, from an e-commerce perspective, the language will be a little bit different, but frankly, the databases often look very much the same. They're all customers, right? After your first couple months, you've got the technology set up. You've set the foundation for your database and it's organized properly. You feel confident that your overall strategy aligns with what you've created. You're feeling good. You've got a good foundation in place. Now it's time to start executing just a little bit. In months 3 and 4, you start building this database. Customers are coming in and flowing into the system. You start realizing how you can take these customers and push them towards your overall goal. Which is what? Your overall goal should always be increasing the customer lifetime value and amount of products and services that they're buying and identifying your best customers so that you can sell them more. Now, when we talk about CRM-based marketing, there's an important term that I want you to be aware of. It's called scenarios. Now, if you don't know what a scenario is, it's a way of basically framing where a customer is at a certain point in time within their buying process. Let me give you an example. One scenario might be a customer who has gone through your entire checkout process, is on the last step of your checkout process, and has been there for 4 seconds. That's an example scenario on your website. Now, depending on how much data you have on that customer and what technologies you're using, you might be able to do a couple different things. You could send them an email if you wanted to. You could send them a text message if you wanted to. You could put them into an audience so you could serve them ads if you wanted to. You could send them a push notification if you wanted to. There's a lot of things you could do. But what do you need to think about? What's that messaging going to be at that exact time? And how do you craft that and come up with that idea? Well, the way you do it is by designing a hypothesis to test in a scenario. So you would come up with a hypothesis that if somebody has gone through 3 steps in your checkout process, and is now on step 4, they've entered their email address and their phone number, but they've been there for 6 seconds. At that point in time, you have a hypothesis based off of what you've seen on that web page, which could be something like when people are on there for more than 3 seconds, we see a 90% exit rate. You know that based off of that data, you feel you should be sending them an offer to try to get that 90% exit rate down to 20%. And that offer might be something to the tune of 5% off, or it doesn't even have to be a discount. It could be social proof that's pushed to them saying there's only 3 products left in stock today, or 10,000 people have bought this product this year and love it. A little bit of extra messaging nudge can get them over the top. And when you have a funnel that has a lot of people going through it, these little deliberate changes can mean millions and millions of dollars. Really exciting, right? So in months 3 and 4, you're going to be creating your first hypothesis for scenarios and deploying your first scenarios. Generally, it's a good cadence to deploy 1 to a handful of new scenarios a month per product or business line, report on them, phase out the poor ones, come up with new hypothesis, and then deploy a new batch. Keep the ones that have the best evergreen performance in place, and then add new ones over time until you have built out the system and have all of them functioning at a KPI rate that you feel is acceptable and improving the business bottom line. That's the power of CRM-based marketing. As you get into months 5 and 6, you want to report on your first scenarios launched, use learnings to replicate scenarios, and launch 4 more scenarios. In months 6 and 12, you're going to be at a point where you have formalized the scenario framework. How exciting is that? You have new hypotheses coming in every month. You are running new tests every month. You are reporting on new results every month, and you have a self-improving framework of scenario deployment through multi-channel digital marketing that is being deployed on your website that is converting traffic for less. And that, everybody, is the future of digital marketing. Who has the best strategy and who can convert traffic for less? So how do you improve from there? Well, it's a matter of going back to what? Going back to your analytics, doing a deep dive, looking for more opportunities. And every quarter, you want to be diving deep, finding new opportunities, which are really just based off of analytic metrics that can be improved, such as bounce rate, exit rate, low conversion rates, time to purchase. And keep in mind, all of these things can be broken down into things like mobile, desktop, browser, state, city, and so much more. Thank you for learning about CRM and database marketing with me today. I hope you liked this video. Give me a like, give me a comment. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.